All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Danny Show. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, and this is where I give commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. What an amazing episode of Friday Night SmackDown, as well as an amazing ending that no one saw coming. But of course, now that you think about it, you have to have something special happen after one of your big four pay per views, or big five if you're adding money in the bank. But SummerSlam and WrestleMania is one of those pay per views where after it, something extraordinary happens. And the SmackDown after SummerSlam is an example. Let's get into it. First and foremost, first and foremost, we opened up the show. Pat McAfee is the best. I didn't say it in SummerSlam review, but I will say I was really invested in the Pat McAfee match. I was rooting for Pat all the way to defeat bum Ash Corbin. And thankfully he did after giving him a punt right kick. And as he told Adam Cole in 2020, that right foot of his has done wonders for his career. Also, this will be his eighth profession where he will make money. We're glad he stuck around. But as we learned Sunday, one swing of that right foot and it's lights out, or should I say, balls out, because Corbin has gotten kicked right in the crown jewels. It was hilarious. And the play by play review that Pat McAfee did tonight was hilarious. I never laughed so hard. Tonight we had Ricochet versus Happy, or should I say, Bummy Balls Corbin face off. Ricochet flew early tonight. We saw some good moves from Ricochet tonight. And because Baron Corbin can't stay focused on his opponent, but instead taunts Pat McAfee, once again, he falls on his balls. Corbin's balls cannot catch a break tonight. I mean, first it was Saturday night, and now he falls again tonight. And of course, that set him up for the Recoil, which is a remake of the Code Breaker, and Shooting Star's Frogs. No, not Shooting Star. Shooting Star Press for the win. Of course, now we got Miz on Raw has tiny balls, and tonight we find out that Baron Corbin has gummy balls. He's got gummy balls. He's got gummy balls. He's got a Rudy Fruity soft and tooty gummy balls. Oh yeah. Okay, I gotta stop saying that. That's not PG. But in any event, Corbin has gummy balls because his balls just can't catch a break. He's got gummy grapes, and Miz has tiny grapes. But in any event, moving forward, I love how Pat McAfee and Ricochet played ball together, and Pat shows his ball kicking skills by kicking a football into the crowd. That was awesome. Pat's awesome. Great way to open up Friday Night SmackDown. Speaking of how awesome Pat McAfee is, the next match we have Kudwick Kaiser versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And once again, we got to see Pat McAfee dancing to Shinsuke's music, which in my opinion never gets old. I'm sure he loved the WrestleMania 34 entrance. That was a thing of beauty. It was awesome. But in any event tonight, Ludwig took control of most of the match. And when Shinsuke went for the Kinshasa and Ludwig countered with the uppercut, that was an interesting highlight. Nonetheless, Shinsuke was able to come in. By the way, Shinsuke used Ronda Rousey's armbar, the same armbar that caused the controversy from this past Saturday, last Saturday rather. But tonight he used that and then went for the Kinshasa for the win, and now he gets a chance at Walter. And on this channel, we call him Walter, not the ridiculous name that starts with a G. But in any event, he went for the Kinshasa and now is a contender for Walter's Intercontinental Championship. Kaiser, get your chest ready because you're in trouble, pal. you're in big trouble. Tonight, Caleb Braxton interviewed Liv Morgan tonight, and the fans. I thought Ronda Rousey was heel, and also I heard earlier today that Rousey would be suspended due to her attack on the referees. So it seemed like Ronda Rousey made a heel turn again, but tonight we saw mixed reactions. Half of the fans were calling Liv out on her schicks, as she said earlier, and chanting what they used to chant for Brock in 2003 after SummerSlam, which was "You tapped out." And so a couple of the fans were for Rousey and a couple of fans were for Liv Morgan. And before Liv Morgan could finish the conversation, Sonya Deville comes out, and then the match starts with Sonya eliminating um, Aaliyah. And then we saw Raquel running, smiling Raquel go up and eliminate Sonya, Shotzi, Natalia, who tried to be competitive, Zia Lee before that, and then it was her and Shayna Baszler. Of course, Shayna, due to sleeper holes and roll ups, would be the winner of the match, which would put her in line to face Liv Morgan. So now Liv has to contend with Ronda's best friend, Shayna. And we all know this is Triple H's doing because now that Triple H and Stephanie are in charge, Triple H can give some of the former NXT guy people some pushes and help them live up to the potential that they once had when they were in NXT. Take for instance Tommaso Ciampa and the amazing triple threat match that German suplex turned into zigzag was a thing of beauty Monday, by the way. Tommaso Ciampa is to face Bobby Lashley for the U.S. title, former NXT star, getting a push for some high quality matches. And we have the same with Shayna. And this, I believe, is Triple H's doing because Shayna was a beast and one of the most disturbing, bone cracking heels in NXT. And we might see that again on SmackDown. Moving forward, the Raiders kill the jobbers of Greenville, South Carolina. And of course, Kofi Kingston comes out and swings at everybody with a steel chair. No, steel kendo stick. My apologies. Kofi Kingston has the patience of Job in the Bible because to continue to have on script the power of positivity after your best friend has a broken neck and the Raiders injure your friend Xavier and he still keeps the power of positivity. If Job were here today, he would be a fan of Kofi Kingston. And that power of positivity is the reason why, despite a running knee from Eric, which could be heard all the way to Atlanta and Tampa, where Woods and Big E are from, Kofi was able to eventually roll them up for the victory. And also, amazing news. The women's tag team championships have been restored, and there are rumors that Sasha Banks and Bailey might no, not Sasha Banks and Bailey. I am botching tonight. Sasha and Naomi could be coming back. That's a rumor. It would be nice if it happened, but Sasha and Naomi could be coming back. I don't know. It would be nice though, under the leadership of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. But the women's tag team championships are back, just like the NXT tag team championships have been taken from the trash. Thank you, Thank you, Blaze, for righting a 20-year wrong. Because what she did on WCW was kind of cold. Ouch. But she has redeemed it, which shows that the women's division is greater and hot as it was, as it's ever been. So, moving forward to the last shot. Before speaking of Greenville and South Carolina, I saw Ric Flair's last match. Everyone was there, including Carrion and Scarlett, who showed up tonight. But it was, I think Andrade did most of the work and had to do most of the work because Ric Flair started bleeding, and he got a little bit of assistance so he could punch out. I believe it was it Jeff Jarrett or Jay Lethal, but he punched out one of them and won the match, and everybody showed respect. At least he got to go out with a win. Now, 20 years from now, I'm gonna have to hope the Undertaker returns from retirement, because Stone Cold came back from retirement to have a special match. Ric Flair came back from retirement. Hopefully, The Rock and the Undertaker could come back 20 years from now. Who knows? But let's get down to business, because tonight Roman Reigns was set to deliver his speech where Greenville acknowledges him. The entrance was good. The bloodline was there. They don't, quite frankly, they're not interested in Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is like going up to a woman asking her for a date over and over. She said, "No, dude, move on." That's what this whole situation is like. But nonetheless, Roman comes out 705 days as champion for Roman, 382 days for the bloodline. These guys are probably going to rule till the rapture comes in. However, by the way, I didn't mention this on SummerSlam, but I found out later that Roman can catch a microphone. That was awesome. Tonight, the tribal chief demands acknowledgement, gets a tribal chief chant, but Drew McIntyre thinks he's a tribal queef. But what happened next was shocking. Karrion Kross and Scarlett, who we once saw be released last year. No, that was earlier this year. Yeah, that was last year. Last year, Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Okay. Scarlett and Karrion Kross came back, and it was a shocker. I totally popped. My voice tone went higher than it usually goes. I was shocked. Karrion Kross is back, and he is on Friday Night SmackDown. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, thank you guys so much. Now Roman has some fresh rivals to fight. Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. Let us all fall and pray. TikTok. What do you think about tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm your host, Daniel Cody. That's all the time I have for you today. I'll be back with another review on all things wrestling. See ya. What an episode of SmackDown, folks.